Hi, my name is Yasu. I'm from Japan, and in my video, I do hitorigoto, which means talking to myself. And today, I'm talking about why I have decided to post picture of myself on my Instagram account and then Twitter or X or whatever we call it now. So to begin with this hitorigoto, for those people who don't know me personally, I don't take picture of myself. I don't do selfie. Even like with friends and everyone, I don't really initiate or encourage people to, oh, let's take picture together. I just don't do that. But if you follow my Instagram, then probably you know that I'm taking those um, coffee pictures or cafe pictures of the food or hotels or ryokan that I stayed. Those are the things that I do, and I am really, really not good at taking pictures. But I'm really trying to improve because this is something that I find it very interesting, and also why I failed to get help from those people who have known me, and then I had this hope that they could actually give me some kind of guidance, and only two people, three, I think two, yeah, only one of them, or two, yeah, specifically one of my friends could really give me a guidance last year when I was going through so many health issues, and especially when before I was diagnosed with depressions, and I know right after I started taking those antidepressants and everything, so many things chaotic in my head is really messed up, and only one of them, my friends, could really give me the directions and guidance. And because of that, it actually has, I had this kind of question that why people like friends and other people who've known me for a long time, they don't really, how do I say, know me in some ways. So let me get into the details here. So I had a major surgery last spring, and then it was the end of March 2023. I was discharged in April, and then I it, I started to get back to work and everything. But I felt very weird about myself. Specifically, I felt that my brain worked very slowly. I couldn't understand what I was thinking or what I was feeling, and completely out of place, out of context. And I felt very uncomfortable with myself. But of course, it could be because of the surgery, and then there's a huge scar. If you somehow curious about how it was in last March, and then after 9 months how it got recovered, I actually posted the pictures, the comparison pictures on my Instagram. So if you're interested, you can actually take a look at it. But let me give you a warning. It looks really gross. Anyway, so I really felt uncomfortable, and I started asking other people, like my friends and other people who've known me for a long time, that I can't feel what, I don't know what I'm feeling. I don't know what I'm thinking. Something is really wrong. Could you tell? What should I do? And then most of them, they're like, you behave, act, talk as that's in the same way as before. Maybe because of the surgery, you're still recovering. Maybe that's why you feel that way. But part of me, I feel maybe that's the way. because I never had a surgery. But also, the other part of me really feels and knows that this is a serious situation. So I kept following up with my doctors, and then basically start seeing the psychiatrist. And basically in July, what they found out is that I'm suffering from the depressions, sleeping issues, and then super low testosterone, basically male menopause. That's really main topics that I've been talking about in my channel lately. Not lately, since the last July, I think. And it's not easy to go through. Everything is very unstable. Everything is upside down. The world that perceive, I can perceive, is completely different. And I had told a lot of people that I feel really not myself, very unstable. I can't think clearly. For those people at work, and then for those people, the friends and everyone that I know in my private life. But for them, they keep telling me that you look normal. You act as Yasu does. And I got so confused. And it really gave me even a feeling of hopelessness. Like, how come they cannot really tell what is wrong with me? Or maybe why can't they feel how wrong I am? Because it's not like I'm hiding something. I was telling them exactly. But to them, I appeared to be normal, which makes me feel so, I don't know, some way uncomfortable, in some way felt so lonely. And I just didn't know what to do. So I reached out overseas friends, and then we actually had these conversations earlier this year because we traveled together. I'm gonna get into more details because we actually encountered the Noto Peninsula major earthquake kind of together, and then we were okay. But that's for another video. Anyway, so I reached out to my friends. He's Australian, but he's Australian Chinese, and he lives in Hong Kong. We've known each other since we were college, so like 20 or something. Since he lived in the Australia, I lived in the US back then, and he knows me well. Like a lot of people know how I communicate with other people, which is that I hate texting. I hate phone calls. I hate FaceTime. So like I'm not really active on those things, but when we meet each other in person, I talk a lot. I listen a lot. There is physical human interactions that makes them feel like, why don't you do the same thing when I send you a text, or like if I want to call, why don't you do so? Then I just I don't like it. So it never happened that I actually reached out people asking them that, can I call you now? I need your advice. And he was telling me that because he doesn't see me that often, because we live in different countries, and then because we don't, he knows my style of communications if we are not in the same place. But because he's known me for a long time, when he got a message from me asking him that I want to call, can I call you? I need advice. He got the sense of urgency. It's just not the normal circumstances. And I was telling him exactly what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, the things that I told other people exactly in person in Japan. And based on the conversation that I had a few days ago, he couldn't really tell how wrong I was or how different I was in the end of August 2023, even though I was really trying to explain everything. However, the only reason why he could act differently compared to other people is that I never asked him or the people for a call, get advice, and everything. It already sent an urgency to him that gave him some kind of a sense that he really needs to responding to me in a very helpful way that he could come up with. And he actually did. He really saved me a lot. He gave me one very important, precious advice. And that was all I needed. And then, based on that advice, I started taking the actions, and then here I am. So now I feel more stable and everything. I can feel more clearly. I can think more clearly and objectively and everything. I have started to wondering how other people perceive me, because even though I was telling people that I'm in a bad situations, I feel really wrong. I feel really bad. I don't feel right. I don't feel myself. But to them, I appear to be normal. And which is really, really weird to me. But it might have something to do how I portray myself. But I don't know, I was so desperate. So like I don't think I was hiding or pretending anything. So one of the thing besides this YouTube channel, because this YouTube channel I talk to in front of the camera, people can see me. But the other thing is that I started taking a picture of myself, no, not taking that, posting the picture of myself on Instagram and X, and then see how other people would respond to it, to gather more data and everything to figure out, because this is something that I'm really curious. What causes the gap between how they perceive me and then what I am? I hope it will give, by continue to doing so, it will give me some insights and idea and data to have some understanding of it. But it was quite interesting that how people perceive me. Maybe that's a normal way, and maybe that's something that people encounter every day and then they are struggling with. But for me, it was really the first time to realize that they don't really see me in a need for help or struggling. I don't know. But yeah, so that's why, like, if you somehow like check my Instagram and then or X or Threads, I started posting my picture of myself since mid of December. But one bad thing is that I don't take selfies. So those of the pictures that I've been posting is the one that my friends took. And eventually I'm gonna run out of those pictures, so I'm kind of planning to learning how to do the selfie, maybe. But yeah, so I am actually talking about this topic in this video is because some of my friends actually noticed, and then they were asking me like, why suddenly you start posting the picture of yourself? You never done it much. Well, this is the reason. Because I want to know what's going on. I want to see myself and things from more different perspectives, and I'm hoping that that's going to give me some kind of directions or ideas. But anyway, so if you're interested, please check my, not really X. I post things X in Japanese, the rest in English, but I think Instagram is much easier. So that's all for today. Please take care of yourself, and I hope to see you in my next video. And for now, journey. Bye.